Well, the big headline is that headcount at the top 4 IT companies, TCS, Infosys, Wipro and HCL Tech, has declined for the first time in over a decade. Now, CNBC-TV18 has compiled the data and it shows in FY24, the net headcount has declined by an aggregate of 62,000. This comes on the back of an 85,000 approximately addition that happened in FY23 and about 2.4 lakh, a whopping 2.4 lakh employees which got added to the top 4 IT companies in FY24. That was the big year when IT companies hired aggressively in the post-pandemic digital boom. In fact, Q4 FY24, that's the March quarter, was the 5th consecutive quarter when the top 4 IT companies have reported an aggregate decline in headcount. And all the companies except HCL Tech, that's the other 3, TCS, Infy, Wipro, reported a net headcount decline in FY24, and the biggest headcount cut was seen in Wipro and Infosys at approximately 25,000 employees for the full year. Now let's go over the reasons why this took place, why headcount has declined on an aggregate for the top 4 IT companies for the first time in over a decade. Well, the first reason is a meaningful slowdown in growth as discretionary spending environment turned adverse due to high interest rates, cautious client consumer sentiment in the mainstay markets of US and Europe. So growth declined from double digits in FY23 to low single digits, with Wipro actually recording a decline in their revenue in FY24. Less growth, less need for employees. Secondly, companies overhired in FY22 due to elevated demand and elevated attrition. As we said, FY22 hiring was a big number of 2.4 lakh employees, which was equal to the cumulative hiring done by these companies over the prior 4 years. The third reason is attrition has come down meaningfully. Now, attrition was running very, very high at more than 20% in FY22. You remember the great resignation which gripped the tech sector during the COVID boom? Well, now attrition has trended back to normal levels of low teens, and therefore companies need to hire less to backfill. And finally, the fourth reason, the growth outlook continues to remain dim. HCL Tech, Infy are just guiding to a low single-digit growth in FY25, and therefore this kind of demand maybe can be serviced by just improving the existing utilization with your employee base by improving the productivity. Remember, the biggest reason to hire is growth, and demand so far hasn't been forthcoming. Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all our top stories and news updates, follow us on our social media platforms.